Aussie Gutter Protection. Are leaves, debris, blocking your gutters? The do-it-yourself attempt wasn't a success? Pests and birds nesting in your roof? Just relax. Help is on its way.
Aussie Gutter Protection started way back in 2000. It's a family-run business and it's an industry recognised leader, growing every day with more and more homes being protected.
Blocked gutters can cause flooding inside the house, and that can be expensive. Drains can get blocked, and that can be expensive too. Just one small ember from a distant bushfire can be disastrous. Pests or nesting birds can bring disease inside the home. Do it yourself? No. Too many people die or are seriously injured falling from ladders. It's a big problem.
This particular homeowner has gone down the DIY path. As you can see, little or no success. After a short period of time, the gutters are all blocked up. Again, some of it's blown away and missing. Not to mention the danger of actually installing it yourself, height, things like that, falling off a roof. Not a good situation. It's not only leaves that can block up your gutters, pine needles as well. With this house so close to pine trees, you can see the result.
Aussie Gutter Protection's installers are trained to deliver a professional and secure finish to your home or building. Experienced people and great service.
And a very good afternoon to you, wherever you're watching from, whatever device you're watching on. You're with Bowls Victoria's live stream coverage of the 2017 Steller Vic Open, as we await the women's singles final between Kylie Whitehead of Wodonga and Lisa Critton of Lake Boga. They'll be starting their roll-ups very soon.
Could we please have our two players to the ring for their roll-up ends?
And you've just heard the call for that now. They'll just do their roll-ups now. Now, just to bring you up to date, there was a men's singles semi-final being played on an outside rink a little earlier in the day. And Lee Schreiner is into his third final.
The 2017 Steller Victorian Open Women's Singles. We have from the Wodonga Bowling Club, Kylie Whitehead. And from the Lake Boga Bowling Club, Lisa Critton. And your marker for this women's singles final is Bob Carlson from Sunbury Bowling Club. Come on, you Bob. Thank you.
So just back to the coverage there, you've heard the announcement.
As all the other other games have been played in the competition. First player to reach 21. Good luck to both players. Please, ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation of their bowls. Give them some applause when they get close.
So there it is, the women's singles final coming up now between Kylie Whitehead of Wodonga and Lisa Critton of Lake Boga. Now, just to bring you up to speed, as I was saying a little earlier, there's a men's singles semi-final, a catch-up game being played elsewhere on an outside rink today. And Lee Schreiner is into his third final at the 2017 Steller Vic Open. He beat Matt Flapper in a rematch of last year's final, 21-14, and it went nothing like last year's final, which Flapper absolutely decimated Schreiner. Schreiner is into his third final. Flapper led early. Schreiner pegged him back and just kept going. And we've seen that so much in this tournament. So you'll see Lee Schreiner again a little later on today. In the men's singles final, he'll be playing Mitch Sidebottom of South Bendigo. And that game will follow this game, which is the women's singles final. Kylie Whitehead with the peak cap on there and the predominantly white top against Lisa Critton from tiny Lake Boga, a club of 50 people, up towards Swan Hill, in the predominantly pale blue top. And it's a pleasure to welcome into commentary the voice of bowls in the Goulburn Valley on 98.5 1FM and the bowl show, Daniel Nichols, and a man who's played more than 200 games for Victoria and a former Australian champion and the Chief Executive of Bowls Victoria, Graham Bridge. Gentlemen, welcome.
Good evening, Guy.
Thanks, Guy.
And the weather's closing in a little bit here for the first time in about a week. The temperatures drop. There's some ominous clouds. There's a bit of rain in the air, but it won't bother us here because we're under the roof at Shepparton Park Bowls Club. The lights are on, the fans are on, and it's nearly game on for what should be a really interesting women's singles final.
Don't know much about Lisa Critton, a virtual unknown until making the final of this event. But we certainly know a lot about Kylie Whitehead, current state representative for Victoria. Had a big year in bowls this year in Victoria, won multiple championships. And she's very, very focused. She wants to win this event, as does Lisa. And it's great to see some new blood getting into the finals. I think it's good for the sport, it's good for the event. She proudly wears the Catalina flying boat on her back. Lake Boga was a military base during the war, Second World War. Strategic, high security position. Very passionate about their flying boats up in Lake Boga. Can Lisa go all the way in this tournament? I think it'd be a fairy tale story to tell, but she's going to have to do it pretty hard because I'm sure that that Kylie is going to be pretty much on song in this final.
Well, it could be the fairy tale story around this tournament, or one of them at the least, has been around the Lake Boga Bowling Club. Not only has Lisa Critton made the final of this, tiny club of 50 players, they had 2 players make the semi-finals of the women's singles. And Lisa Critton beat her club mate, Judy Wilson, 21-6 in the semi-final. Now, Lisa and Judy are rooming together here in Shepparton. It would have made for some uncomfortable conversation last night, I'm sure, but Judy's here. She's actually just sitting up behind our commentary position here. She and Lisa are real characters, and it's great to see them here. How amazing is that, Daniel, that Lake Boga, a club of 50 people, it's on the way to Swan Hill. If you drive to Swan Hill, you pass through Lake Boga before you get there. How amazing is that for a really small bowling club to have 2 people in the semi-finals of the women's singles?
Yeah, it's I'm quite familiar with the place because my fiancée drives up to Mildura once a month. She always goes past Lake Boga. But yeah, a club of only 50 people. It's very similar to our club in Nagambie. Only got 32, 33 members. So yeah, it's a big achievement. And most clubs have 100 plus members, and 2 of them won't get this far. So to have 50, that's very, very good.
Well, it's a fantastic achievement for them. Kylie Whitehead, as Bridgie alluded to, what a great year she has had. She's won 3 state championships, dominated State Champions Week. She's just graduated from a physiotherapy course, chasing a job, and she's played fantastic bowls again in this tournament to reach where she has. Let's track how Kylie's gone through this tournament. Last 32, she beat Cheryl Atkinson 21-6. In the last 16, she beat defending champion Kelly McCarahan, the Canadian International and World Championship bronze medalist, 21-14. Quarterfinals, 21-10 winner over Vicky Hudson from Heathmont in Melbourne. And the semi-final, against a player she knows very, very well, and plays in the Ovens and Murray, a 21-7 win over Mary Trigard of Yakandanda. And Mary has been playing great bowls in this tournament, not just in this tournament, but beforehand. She won the over 60 state women's title just the week before we came here to Shepparton to the Vic Open. So Kylie in red hot form, taking out players of the quality of Kelly McCarahan and Mary Trigard. She must be in some nick.
She's gotten very close in the trial ends there. She's got inside the jack with that last one she put down. So, look, I think it's good. We've got some new people in the final. There was all the talk during the week about Carla Krasanik and Lisa Phillips and those high-profile players that are always knocking the door down. But we've got some new people that have had the door knocked down and walked straight through. So it's good to see it. And I think it's good for the future of our sport. Kylie's virtually cemented her spot now in the Victorian women's team. And who knows, Lisa might be a new emerging talent also to come through those ranks. So you're in the cut and thrust of it here. You're playing for prize money. You've got a reasonable crowd here in attendance to watch this. So it's going to be a case of whoever can get that first shot to 21.
Well, Lisa Critton won't be overawed by this, as shown by her track through the tournament. Last 32, she beat Amelia Bruggy, who's a semi-finalist from last year, 21-13. Amelia now in Tasmania, but originally from Bendigo and certainly family-wise still from Bendigo. Beat Linda Isted 21-8 in the round of 16, and then in the quarterfinals, huge upset, beating Lisa Phillips 21-19. And I would suggest to you that has probably shown Lisa, hey, I can compete here. I can knock off the big dogs if I need to. And then in the semi-final, probably the game I think she felt probably most uncomfortable with, playing a clubmate Judy Wilson. And beating her very comprehensively, 21-6. It's really interesting. They have a club championship match next week. They play in the club championship final, would you believe, next week.
Might be a revenge game, that one.
Having just had a chat to Judy, I can tell you that revenge is very much on her mind.
Look, and there's an opportunity there for the winner of that to go on and play in the Champion of Champions. And that's all good. I don't know how long Lisa's been playing. How long's she been playing in the game, Guy?
Well, she's 36,
right?
So she's been playing for a while. She's a very accomplished player in that part of the world, in the kind of Swan Hill in the regionals. She's very well considered. She's a multiple club champion, and she's certainly very highly regarded in that part of the world. She's been really good for the last 3 or 4 years, in particular. But this is the biggest thing for her. She did make the last 16 of the women's pairs last year, playing with Judy, I reckon. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure they made the last 16 of the women's pairs. I'll stand corrected on that if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did, and that's the deepest they've gone. They've only played 2 years here. This is only the second year Lisa's played here, so to get to the show rink in the big match, that's a huge effort.
Needless to say, they'll be back again in 2018.
I don't think there's any doubt, Bridgie.
Mm.
Yep, this event just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And I think the more people who know about it and see it, particularly on our live stream coverage, will get to know this is a serious event now. This is a serious event. 3,000 competitors, 1,681 entries, and there are 4 remaining.
Well, just by the look of this, Daniel, I reckon this green might have quickened up a little bit. There's a little bit of finish there. They're playing dead centre of the rink setup here for the finals bowl. So
this is the first time it's been dead centre today. It's something new.
It's the shot. Probably holding possibly 2 there, Kylie.
And Lisa's just finally found a weight with her third bowl. She corrected with her second, and corrected again with her third.
It's right down on her knee, so she gets nice and low to the green. It's the bowl away lovely. And I reckon
Weight's
she's
good again.
nearly drawn this. Just running away.
Only just.
Yeah,
It might be worth a measure.
beautiful weight. Nice to have 2 different coloured bowls too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we can pick them. We get those leaders playing with a blue bowl and a lilac bowl. Sometimes they're hard to see under the light.
I think I was watching the, might have been the last 16 of the men's singles between Brad Foote and Dane McKinnon. And they both had the exact same coloured bowl. Don't know what we did when it used to be black bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Bridgie will tell you.
Black bowls and brown shoes it used to be.
Yeah.
Many, many years ago. I think it's 1 to Kylie. Yep.
It is Bob Carlson, our marker. Roses 1. Kylie Whitehead on the board in the women's singles final of the 2017 Steller Vic Open. Our live coverage brought to you by our friends at Aussie Gutter Protection. We couldn't do it without them. It's great to have them as our sponsor of our live stream. Protecting Australian roofs for the past 17 years. Call 1300 88 5525 or go to aussiegutterprotection.com.au to find out more about how they can help you.
There used to be coloured bowls in the old days. They used to be brown.
Yeah.
You could get bowls in virtually 3 colours. There was walnut, which were horrible, brown and black.
It'd be like a round version of the old teak dresser, wouldn't it? You'd be rolling down for your walnut-coloured bowls. Goodness gracious.
But there was only 1 colour of clothes. It was all white.
Yeah, that's, yep.
No colour back in the late 70s, early 80s. It wasn't until much later that the advent of coloured clothing came in. Everybody said that'd be the end of the game. Coloured clothes would spoil it. And then that was a furphy. And then the advent of coloured bowls. Everything, the world was going to end when coloured bowls came in, and it's done is it's strengthened the game, I believe, and given it a bit more spectacle.
Yeah.
Have a look at this. We've got a duo blue bowl here, a dark blue and a sky blue, and Lisa using a pink bowl. So
With the matching pink shoes. Lisa Critton.
she hasn't got tan shoes with pink shoelaces, Guy.
The only colour in the 70s and 80s was on the disco floor, Bridgie, I'm sure.
Absolutely. The flashing checkered floor. Kylie's got 2 very, very well weighted bowls there. That's the key in good singles play. Get control of that weight. Lisa needs to crash here because she's got a bit on.
Kylie's already had a couple of good bowls. She won't have to change much on this one.
1 shot.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. That's 3 good bowls.
Lisa's got to be very, very careful here. She doesn't want to drop a maximum here. She's got to get something close.
Yep, needs second shot.
Yep.
She needs to find a weight first.
Don't mind this weight. If she was just inside that pink bowl, it would have been much better. But I think she's going to find herself down a maximum 4 here if Kylie decides to either draw another one close or go around to cover those 2 pink bowls that are behind, the speckled pinks.
She's changed her hand.
Yeah, I think this is a smart move. Sometimes not a good idea to add that extra shot and build a target.
Yeah, she's happy with 3. Needs to stay on. Yep.
It's not bad.
She needs to drop 6 foot.
Remember in our pairs semi-final when J. Norris was down 5 and he played an unbelievable conversion shot to turn it into 3. A big 8-shot turnaround. Can Lisa do this? 3 down.
Well,
needing a bowl
look at this.
On the head.
This is great. What a bowl.
Lisa Critton take a bow.
Not a bad call, was it? Unbelievable.
Wow. She's got a couple?
I reckon she'd have at least 2.
She's got 2.
Yep. 2 shots.
2 shots, Lisa Critton. Nerves? You're kidding. We got game on here.
I think she might have had her heart in her mouth just to pick the bare jack up. I think that was the maximum bonus shot. If she'd sat the bowl, that was probably what she was looking at. But you can't knock her. She's given it a chance and got a result.
It'll be interesting to see what bowls Lisa's got here, Graham, because you were saying you reckon it's got quicker, but they're not going, like, she came on the inside of that red line and she's still wide.
They're pretty hungry.
So there's not much draw.
Are they a Taylor or a Henselite? Maybe Judy from Lake Boga, her partner, might know what they are, but Kylie's bowl definitely going wider.
Yeah, we'll see how far she chucks this out, whether she goes over the red line or not.
So in response to your earlier question there, Bridgie, Lisa is using Aero Optimus.
She's using an Aero.
Optimus, okay.
Aero Optimus.
That's a great shot. Great recovery. Put a metre on, finished a foot behind. That's where you've got to be. Kylie watching this bowl intently. What a great shot this is. Great shot, Kylie Whitehead.
Oh, bang on.
Side toucher. Can Lisa play a Brad Marin special and tuck that jack around the corner behind that bowl? We saw a lot of that in that men's triples
She's playing a lot of weight on
this
her backhand.
morning.
That won't come in.
Yeah, she's not liking this.
Well, look out. Always good to watch your bowl, not turn your back on it. She nearly cut that bowl of Kylie's over onto the jack then to push it back to her own, but she's obviously frustrated with that result by putting it out too wide, but you should always watch where it goes. Yeah, Kylie not going anywhere near that. She could have bumped that shot bowl and tipped that jack out to the side to give Lisa more room. Yeah, I think that's the right shot. Play to just get down there and sit on that shot bowl or tuck the jack around the corner.
She hasn't got the weight.
No. Bumped it into the green a little bit. Took the weight off. Now Kylie, I think should be looking in that gap there between those two blue bowls of hers to sit that bowl of Lisa's to make a 3 count.
Yep.
These are the chances you've got to take at any time of the game when you've got last bowl. There's not any much real danger here.
She's got the weight. She could make 2, clip it over.
Oh, she didn't get a full contact.
A superb bowl of her just to get the one.
She might have dodged a bullet there. That was sitting there nice to be in that little gap between those two blue bowls to sit that pink one. Kylie just a little bit wide. One shot.
It's just the one to Kylie. We're all square. 2 apiece. We head into the 4th end. We're 21 up in the women's singles final. I bumped into Kylie's nana, who's really, truly one of the characters and great people around Victorian bowls. I bumped into her at Marupna when Kylie was playing a sectional games on the Saturday. And we had a hailstorm, came into Marupna. Suspended play for a little while. It was a pretty severe burst of weather there. Kylie had the raincoat on. Kylie's nana's there, the raincoat on as well. And she said, "I'll be going back tonight, but I'll be coming back later in the week." Clearly suggesting that Kylie had plenty of petrol in the tank and she was going to be here. And guess what? She is. And so's a nana in the crowd watching this, as she is for pretty much everything that Kylie plays.
A bit of a shade on the jack there.
Yeah, just slide the bowl down a little bit as well. She's not too far away.
That spray chalk's very well disguised on those pink bowls, isn't it?
Mm.
Beautiful delivery, Kylie.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to watch, isn't it? They always come out the same way every time.
Delivery. Very rhythmic, good control of pace, well grasped. There is not a lot of draw on that side for those aero bowls.
No, I think she can't really go past the red.
She can't be wide. That was good enough weight to draw the shot if she was inside that. Very, very slow to turn there on that backhand side.
This one looks like it's struggling as well.
This behaves a lot differently when it's brought into the middle of the green here. It's that ditch side when you're over on the far end rink comes off the edge like a saucer.
Yeah, it does.
This one here, I think the inside here, this is the side that should draw. She's not far outside the red dots.
Yeah, there's some draw there.
There's some draw there.
Oh, still not as much as what you expect.
Well, there's a lot of room in here to get a bowl in. And Kylie wouldn't be happy with those 3. She'd set herself a scoring zone of at least, 18 inches, 2 feet around the jack with at least 1 bowl. She's also going out in the Never Never out there. It's very slow to react.
Yeah, it looks like the forehands is a little bit more open for them. But no.
Probably thinking that they can go out to get around those short bowls, but the further they poke them out, the more they the more they hang out.
Well, if this one's got... Yep.
The line controls the length. And
falls in for shot.
Probably got the shot with that. The jack there right on the seam of the carpet.
Yep. Get the measure out.
They've both got a tape out, but Kylie just said to Lisa, you want it, you measure it. flat bowl in front, the blue bowl.
So that's one to Lisa Critton.
Kylie got that one.
Kylie Whitehead, sorry. No, my apologies.
We did think that Lisa actually had the shot from our view, though.
It surprised me too. No, apologies, the red mark has gone up. And that's one. Kylie Whitehead leads 3-2. In the women's singles final here at the 2017 Steller Vic Open. To follow this game will be our men's singles final, and for the third time at the 2017 Steller Vic Open, Lee Schreiner will be playing in a final. Lee Schreiner beat Matt Flapper earlier today. 21-14 in the semi-final to advance to play Mitch Sidebottom. He'll be playing his 4th match of the day. He's been pretty good, Nick. He's won 3 of them, 2 of them finals. He's men's triples champion and the mixed pairs champion. And Lee Schreiner will be hoping to add the men's singles championship to that as well.
He's actually taking a rest at the moment. He's well deserved.
It's been an extraordinary day for Schreiner. He had to have obviously a bit of a rest after the mixed pairs game, and they tried to shoehorn his semi-final in after that.
Great shot, Kylie.
Good shot, Kylie, there. So he got a little bit of a rest before that, and he hopefully will be having a nice rest ahead of his big showdown tonight with Mitch Sidebottom. But right now, we've got Kylie Whitehead from Wodonga against Lisa Critton from Lake Boga.
This holds out. She's going to get the bowl.
She needs something to sit on.
Pretty pacey, but she's got it.
She's got it. I'd say got the shot. You know, when a player like Lee Schreiner goes as far as he does in every event, it throws the actual tournament schedule into a bit of turmoil, but who cares? You want to watch a good player play.
Yeah, that's right.
It's the go, and it was a bit disappointing that we couldn't get that semi on, but really it's the
No, this is good to see.
call of the event organisers. A final must be scheduled to be broadcast. That men's pairs final promised to be a really good game, but I thought that J-Boy Norris and Jaden Christie virtually had answers for everything that the other guys could do. They probably disappointed themselves a little bit by playing a few loose bowls when they really didn't need them.
And Kylie's her second and third bowl were very good and very much alike. She's swapping over now, though.
Yeah, there's probably no danger there for her to play the forehand still.
She's had 2 good ones there, but I think a little trickle for 3 maybe.
Yeah. Have a little look out at this hand too, just see what it does.
Try and get that jack away from Lisa so she can't see it.
Lovely slow arc on her bowls there. What would they be? Are they a...
It's definitely a Hensel light.
It's a Henselite, is it? Yep. XG or something?
That doesn't look like the same turn as an XG. Most of the players in this tournament that have gone far have used XGs, though.
Wow, here we go. A little bit of venom in this one.
She's got both of them.
Oh, but she got her own as well. Only dropped one. Probably didn't play enough big weight to damage anything there. Back of that blue one through the other one would have given her a shot without touching her own out. I think Kylie's got one there.
Yep.
And there it is, confirmation.
Although it's only 4-2, Guy, I still think that Kylie's been winning every single end, and Lisa's been under pressure.
Yeah, well, that is a trademark of Kylie's game, and she's lifted to a new level this year. Her performance at State Champions Week in Bendigo was exceptional, where she's where she's won you know, 3 titles there, and in every game was absolutely on it. She's gone to a new level this year, I think, and as Bridgie said, she's entrenched herself in the Victorian team. Wonderfully consistent bowler, and that delivery, man.
Well, it's the same every time.
It's great to watch.
It's what you want.
She's nearly as machine-like as Lee Schreiner.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a dreamline of some description.
Yeah, I think you are right. I think it is a Dreamline XG. I think she's a little bit pacey anyway.
I wonder how they get the bowl to be 2 colours equally halved like that. What the process is for doing that. Beautiful bowl.
Yep.
Beautifully weighted bowl. She needs to get a glide off this.
A little bit pacey again. And Kylie's had 2 really nice weighted bowls. Lisa's been through probably 6 feet on either, on both of them. Another good weighted bowl.
Didn't play with enough weight to damage it there and knock that over. That's the thing I liked. She had dead weight to the jack.
She was around that. She would have been jack high.
She was right on it. This one looks a little bit steamy too.
Yep, she's playing into again, but I think she's going a little bit wide this time.
Probably needs to take a deep breath, Lisa, and slow herself down. She's got a lot of forward movement there with her arm coming through at a different pace to her body, whereas this is very slow and rhythmic.
Another good looking weighted bowl.
Good grouping. Only holding 1.
Yeah, she's only 1 down. She might even try and get the jack in the pit.
So the only thing she doesn't want to do is be narrow and touch that blue bowl and shoot that other one out.
Yep. Just trying to get the... Oh, that went out a bit.
Yep. She needs to get a back edge of her own bowl here or stun and run.
Yeah, still only 1.
Still only 1.
Yep. It seemed like Lisa played 4 attacking bowls then, didn't she? Even from the start.
I think we're not far off seeing the potential here for Kylie Whitehead to score a big number. If she can maintain that control of her weight, and Lisa's struggling a little bit to find it consistently. I wouldn't be surprised if Kylie has a big impact end and scores, you know, 2, 3, maybe even a maximum, but
she's definitely got the potential to do it.
yeah. My strategy here would be to try and just cover the jack, something, you know, foot out, right on the centre line, front toucher. I just don't think Lisa has the weight control to try and build the area and build the target to give herself an opportunity to play a shot, and if she's searching, she might find herself going through a bit.
Yeah, while Kylie puts him jack high, Lisa's going to sit him.
This is a great shot for
But
Kylie
this is
Whitehead.
good. Very nice.
It's a really high standard here.
She really needs to build ahead.
She's not far away here. 4
Kylie's
feet.
going to put another one on.
Yeah, it's a great bowl Kylie's played, but the opponent can see all the jack, see all the shot bowl. Make it harder. Just touched it out a little wider. Look at that weight. Beautiful weight.
I think she just wanted about another couple of feet on that, didn't she? Anyway,
I reckon this is better.
Lisa's going for a second try here. It is looking better. Oh, same line.
She dropped her weight though. She took those 2 feet off. That's a much better bowl in that catching area. She can now afford with her next one to just probably bring in the line slightly, sit the bowl, tuck the jack. Kylie wants to be careful.
Not spring it out, does she?
Well, it wouldn't hurt to do that if she's playing just with nice dead weight, but that's a great shot.
Yeah, that's
She's opened it up,
good.
Probably a little bit better. You hate doing that, playing singles, getting a resting side toucher and then just touching it out to finish like that.
Opens it up like this.
Yeah,
this is going to be a good bowl. This is going to be a good bowl.
If she gets the jack in the teeth here, it's danger.
Oh, a bit unlucky there. She picked it up clean, it would have been good.
So she's still 2 down, but with room to draw. Let's see what Kylie does here.
Kylie's got 2.
I'd stay on the forehand if I was her. No need to go out and come back. Probably thinking ahead to what shot Lisa will play. Get in there first, take it off her.
Lisa needs the dead draw of the shot.
Yeah.
And she's going to be 3 down.
Yep. She's got to tighten this up. Can't afford to be more than a couple of feet through the head to ease the pain. 2 feet around the jack is second shot.
Let's see if she likes this.
It's a nice paddock.
She's watching it. She might cut down here. Still could be 3. Lisa's third bowl was very good. Unfortunately didn't get the jack clean though.
She would have loved that on a yo-yo string so she could draw it back and have another go with that. It was just... probably about 2'6" short of jack high, but when that bowl was coming to an end, it was hooking.
That one's in. Three shots.
Three shots. So the accelerator goes down from Kylie Whitehead, the triple state champion. She's taken an 8-2 lead in this. We're 21 up. And Kylie, the state singles, state under 25 women's, and state fours champion. That's a pretty rare treble right there. The state singles and state under 25. She's been beaten the previous year in the under 25 and won it this year. But you get the feeling the accelerator's gone down here.
It's a great achievement to win 1 state title in the year, but to get 3,
yep,
obviously in that specified age bracket, probably not the total number of people to play against, but any of those open wins, you've got to be the top of the 16 regions in the state to win that. Any event.
Yeah,
it's a great effort.
And the interesting thing too with Kylie in the under 25, she beat Tiff Brody in the final. and was a considerably big win. I think, thinking from memory, 14 shots, 25 up there. So in the under 25, where you think the field would be, you know, a little less, well, she's beaten an Australian development player.
Yep.
She's an extremely good player in her own right.
Not a bad start by Lisa.
Follows through with her hand finishing up in front of her eyes so she can look over the top of those fingertips, see where the bowl's going, feel it off the fingers. Lisa staying down.
Dropped a bit short as well.
Yeah, just a slight overcorrection of the weight. I think I'll back Kylie in to draw the shot here. She's got her range there. She's just got to bring the line in slightly.
Yep.
A really nice shot there.
Beautiful.
Looks to be tighter and heavier.
Looks menacing.
It's pulled up quick. It looked to be quicker than that. Yep. Consistently bowling.
It's two in a good measure.
Yeah, I think Lisa's going to try and sit the bowl or trail a jack. She needs a little bit more weight.
First part of the equation's right here, Daniel. She's drawn the shot here. That's a great bowl, Lisa.
Oh,
Very good bowl.
Great shot. Just faded nicely underneath that bowl. Oh,
well, they'll be cheering the cheering at Lake Boga for that one. Lisa Crippen
Yep, good save.
picks up a shot. She trails 8-3 to Kylie Whitehead.
I like Lisa on her backhand. I think she's got a strength there in her backhand.
Well, she's played a lot of backhand shots. It's N9 and haven't seen her much on her forehand yet.